Guess who's back in the motherfucking hell with a big fat for your Hey, what up? It's your boy T. I have on the ride up bright and early on my way to clock in. Got a nice long ride, but I wanted to rap to y'all a little bit. Have a recap of last night's episode. I think we had a really good one. Touched on a lot of good topics, but two topics we didn't really get to touch on, was the pay-per-view by Thriller. Yeah, we talked about Nate Robinson getting worked, but we didn't get a chance to talk about Tyson and Roy. I was proud of those dudes. I was more so proud of Roy Jones for not getting murdered. I think everybody was just waiting for that. Just like everybody else we've seen Tyson fight. I don't care how talented they are, where they ranked, you know what I'm saying, what their status was. We was just always looking for Tyson to knock their ass out. Roy was no different. Roy winning that thing was holding the whole fight. He was getting his body beat up too. But Tyson said at one point, man, I ain't fought in 15 years. Y'all worried about Roy. Y'all should be worried about me. Y'all don't care about me. Joe Tyson funny as hell, man. I'm glad he's able to transition to this part of his life. You know, he's got his wits. He's very socially savvy. It don't seem like he's holding on to any demons. Like he's mentally, he seems like he's free. Spiritually, he seems like he's free. And it's been very productive for him. It's really good to see. But Nate Robinson, oh my God, what the fuck was you thinking? So, the fight card came out. I'm not to say when it came out, but I saw the fight card maybe less than a week before the event. And I was looking at it and say, the fuck is that, Nate Robinson? Nobody was talking about it. Like, I don't know anybody that was really talking about Nate Robinson being on this fight card. And I even posted the fight card in my group chat with my homies, the bros, and they didn't even realize he was on the fight card, even though I posted it in the chat. And he even said, yo, Nate Robinson's fighting, yo. So now I'm thinking, if you're fighting, you know how to fight. Like, that's normal. That's not normal to expect somebody who's fighting to know how to fight. It's like even if you're in a street fight and you see somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, offering up somebody like, yo, what's up? Let's wreck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I would hope you know how to fight. And then I forget, motherfuckers do that all the time. They do a lot of shit talking like, yo, let's do this. But then, you know what I'm saying, they get their ass beat. And boy, did he get his ass beat. It was really bad. I mean, really, really, really bad. From the beginning to the end. And nothing about Nate Robinson made me believe that he had trained. Like, maybe he like for fitness purposes he might have trained. But for boxing, and that's another thing. Bro, you can't train for boxing in a month or a year. Like, who the fuck you thought you was? Especially not at your age. Like, yo, that's a grown man business that she was getting into. And it reminded me, and the sad part is, people who don't know Jake Paul just saw a white boy, a white guy. So it's like they went in thinking, some people went in thinking that Nate was going to win. Some people were maybe just rooting for Nate to win because they know Nate from basketball. He's relatable. I don't know, but it was ugly. It reminded me of, do y'all remember, like a while ago, it was damn near 20 years ago at this point. It's crazy that this shit be 20 years ago now, even if, you know what I'm saying, when you telling stories. But they used to have the celebrity boxing matches, and Sticky Fingers fought some white dude. And everybody went in thinking, oh, you got this, you know what I'm saying, this street rapper, you know what I'm saying, he been in some beefs before, he didn't put in work in the streets and all this other shit. And you just naturally think, oh, it's a white dude. Like, I don't, like, what's up with that stigma that white guys can't fight? Like I personally know more white dudes that can fight than cannot fight. Now, I definitely know that there's some white guys who can't, but the guys I know, they all can. You know why? Because they all been in the military, they all play sports, they were always active, they were into wrestling, they was into something physical to where it's like you can't just overlook them. So I always thought it was weird that people just overlook them because they white. Like, it don't work that way. Just cause you black and you can talk shit and you may be intimidating, once the hands get thrown, you can't be. You listen. If you can't get over your fear, you still gotta. You just do it scared. And sometimes if I'm scared, just because I'm scared, don't mean I can't beat your ass. Especially once I find out that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that, oh boy, it was bad. It was real bad. It was real bad. But nah, man, I think we had a really good episode. Brian is and it seems to be settling into his newly purchased home with his fiance, and that's dope. So I'm glad we were able to, you know, present the dynamic duo when we doing it. But you know me, I'm gonna hold it down regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm always be here for you until I'm not here. Then I'll make sure I got somebody in place for me. You know what I'm saying? Until I get back. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I'm always gonna bring that to you. It's hot as a motherfucker here. I got the heat on. I had to warm it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I had to warm it up just a little bit. But yeah, man, it was. What y'all thought about that? I know y'all, man, the memes. Whew. He got knocked out. He looked like Pacquiao and Marquez knocked his ass out. Just straight sleep. The Bama had on basketball shoes. You know what I'm saying? He had horrible footwork, zero defense. And then once he got hit like 2 or 3 times, he looked like he was asleep. Like, my man looked like he looked like he pre-gamed with the Henny. You know what I'm saying? Then they was like, yo, we're gonna go to the club and we're gonna go to this place. And my man was just along for the ride. That's what it looked like. It looked like my man was along for the ride, but he was off that Henny. You know what I'm saying? He was off that Jimi Hendrix. You feel what I'm talking to you about? He was done. And Jake Paul was just about business. You know what I'm saying? He had for the fight, he had great footwork. He had great body language the entire fight. And because Nate didn't have any defense, Jake was just getting off nice combinations, man. He was getting off some nice combinations. Like, damn. And it's funny because it's like sometimes you don't even get to see actually like skilled boxers get off the type of combinations that he was getting off. But it's easy to do that when you go against somebody who shouldn't be in the ring at all. Like, at all. Now this is when the motherfucker need to tell you to shut up and dribble. Just, bro, stick the dribbling in the basketball, bro. You tried out for football, didn't pan out. You wanted to go boxing, didn't pan out. You got them off your bucket list. You know what I'm saying? You are an athlete. You played basketball. You did your thing in the league for a good little while. You know what I'm saying? You'll always be beloved by the NBA circle, but now you're a meme, bro. Now you are a meme. And now you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, go and huddle up with your team. Huddle up with your team, you know what I'm saying? Let everybody get it out their system. Don't talk about it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to make light of it. Don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? My man came on and told everybody he was alright. No, you're not. that ass whooping was too fresh. It's too fresh. Don't come tell me you alright. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, you can't be alright after that ass whooping. But it was man, it was interesting. I saw people, you know, was taking shots at the production and who was involved. I thought it was different. It wasn't as stuffy as boxing events can be. I actually, you know, for that fight exhibition, I don't want it to be some super technical, you know, tail of the tape type nonsense. I actually liked having Snoop as the color commentary. Snoop was funny as hell. Snoop made it able to be entertained. He made it okay for you to be entertained by this showcase. I guess I'll call it a showcase. But some might call it a spectacle. Nonetheless, I think Snoop made it, because we all love Snoop. We know his sense of humor, his personality. So it was like the shit he was saying was normal for him. You know what I'm saying? But off the cuff for a couple other people who didn't know how he go. Like when he referred to Roy and Tyson as two uncles fighting at the barbecue, I'm like, yep, that's exactly what it is, man. 54-51. And it was nice to see, like, even though Tyson was in there and clearly the heavy favorite, and saw that Roy was not trying to get his ass hit in the head with one of Tyson's punches, in the later rounds, it was nice to see Roy got in a little, you know what I'm saying, foot shuffle, and he gave you a little bit of old version of how Floyd used to, you know what I'm saying, shuffle his feet and things in the ring. That was cool. And I like, you know what I like the most about it? And I think what was the most telling thing about that match is that I wanted to see how Tyson psychologically would respond. And because the younger Tyson, like, all that holding and not being able to get off what he wanted would have frustrated him to the point where he would have, you know what I'm saying, lost focus and went left. But he understood the gravity of the match. He went in, I don't know if he went in expecting, but he definitely realized early on that he wasn't going to get clean shots. Roy's obviously faster than he is. He's more of a technical boxer, so he knew how to keep his distance. And when Roy couldn't keep his distance, he knew how to clinch. He had some world-class clinching. And you could sort of tell that the referee, you know what I'm saying, was probably told ahead of time, hey, if they're clinching, let them clinch a little bit. You got a 51 and a 54-year-old. Let them clinch. I think that's going to preserve the dignity of these guys, just in case somebody, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. Tyson, start dropping boot arms. But yeah, he was letting them hold without, like, really even, you know what I'm saying, landing anything for like 30 seconds at a time. And people asked, he was Jim Gray, shout out to Jim Gray, Hall of Fame announcer, was asking if he wanted to do this again and was he going to do it again. It was like, Tyson was like, bro, we had 2-minute rounds and shit, they felt longer than 3-minute rounds. That tells you the answer is probably nah. If Tyson do this again, it's going to be in another year or something. I don't see it being soon. So if they do another one, don't expect it being soon. But it looks like, because it's for charity, that this might spark other former boxers who are in shape to do it. Like, I know Shannon Briggs had been wanting to get in the ring with Tyson for a while, man. And I think he was a little upset that he didn't get chosen to go up against Tyson since he didn't want to call him out. Shannon Briggs, man, I think you were a phenomenal boxer. You know, you were, I guess, lower half of the top 10 in the prime of your career. A lot of people did duck you, but your name don't ring like Roy Jones does. So if we're trying to do this for charity and we really trying to, you know, get some eyeballs on this, yeah, you got Tyson, and you probably would have talked enough smack where people are like, okay, but it still wouldn't have been as big as Roy Jones, because that's two people who, like, Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying, has a place in a lot of people's hearts where Tyson was. Like, once Tyson faded and we started gravitating towards other boxers, we had Roy Jones. Roy Jones was for the people, just like early on Money was. But nah, man, it was a good night, man. I was glad to see it, you know. But man, I was at work and I was pissed because I kept looking at the scores, and my Terps got their ass beat, man. God damn, by Indiana. Indiana beat my Terps ass yesterday. But listen, man, I'm about to get out of here. I just wanted to rap with y'all a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Do a little recaptions. Need to get some gas, that's what I need to do. But hey, man, y'all have a blessed Sunday. You know what I mean? One.